Success in life can be achieved through various means. However, our definition and perception of this term may equally vary depending on what we believe in or value in general. It is imperative to consider both views whether opposing or supporting this argument. Nevertheless, in retrospect, we all understand that the value which has been attached to education from time immemorial is that of success and not failure. There are however notable practical life deviations from the fact that academic qualifications may increase chances of one succeeding in life. To begin with, it is common knowledge and understanding that academic qualification will often create an opportunity to succeed in different endeavors in life. We should not misinterpret this. If qualifications alone are considered as a bridge to success, then it will be utterly wrong and equally misleading. Even after attaining a certain level of education, be it a bachelor's or master's degree, it is upon an individual to work out modalities of crafting an opportunity for getting a decent job. Additionally, the qualified person will have to be endowed with problem-solving skills, good time management practices, as well as the ability to deliver the best service at place of work. That is, efficiency and effectiveness will be required from the person. Looking at these extra qualities needed for success. How do we start our career paths? Professional careers like engineering require one to have gone through an educational system and qualified with the right papers. When such professionals are out there, they definitely have a better chance of getting well-paying employment opportunities. Then, if our definition of success is financial well-being, such a person will be considered successful. Life's success is however a very broad concept which goes beyond mere paper qualifications. For instance, good health is one area which we may ignore as not contributing to success. How would an alcoholic and smoking fellow down with cancer and depression consider him or herself as successful regardless of the attractive academic papers at her disposal? When we reach at a point when we are struggling to keep our health fit because of reasons known or not known to us, then we stand to lose much in life, and any element of what we can consider as success will diminish very fast. Poor health ruins big dreams and visions irrespective of academic qualifications. Academic qualification is also one way the ability of an individual can be rated in terms of intellect. This can also be used to determine if an individual is quite flexible and ready to learn new concepts. This can be related to life directly. Practically, life is full of tests which are not necessarily marked by some tutor somewhere. There are numerous decisions which we have to make every moment we are alive. Some decisions are tough and require thorough evaluation before they are made, while others are easy to go by. This is similar to an examination environment where a student has to be very shrewd in answering test questions in order to pass and have an excellent grade. From this scenario, we can pick one fact: that an individual who has excelled academically has an equally better chance of excelling in life due to that ability which has been expressed in a real examination, marked and relevant grade awarded. As mentioned earlier, the value attached to academic qualifications, especially before a person can secure an employment opportunity, varies from one place to the other. For example, it has been an old practice in the United States where academic qualifications have not been a key consideration in some areas, but that ability of an employee to carry out a given task efficiently and effectively. This has been a similar scenario in the United Kingdom, where personal motivation, talent and ability, which are not necessarily related to academic qualifications, have been embraced. In spite of this cultural practice, there is no evidence there are more life failures in United States or United Kingdom. However, most countries in the Middle East will often require one to produce academic certificates before securing a particular job. In both cases, though, there are no tangible proofs of success one side and failure on the other. This implies that success in life is driven by a myriad of factors, although, as the statement reads, it is definite that academic qualifications will act as impetus to success in life. There is often a slight confusion which sets in when we refer academic qualifications to imply academic training. The two are completely apart from each other, though closely related and inseparable. It is possible for an individual to achieve academic qualification as demonstrated on paper certificates, but at the same time lack basic academic training required to practically perform a particular task. We, however, acknowledge the plain fact that sterling performance in our lines of career is one definite way of attaining success in life, be it financially or morally. Achieving this level of success will also require hands-on experience to deliver the best, and which can only be achieved through realistic academic training. Although a proof of training competence may be revealed through an academic certificate, there are some cases when such documentary proofs might mislead. It is therefore only sensible for us to consider academic qualification within the confines of proper training as useful ingredients toward success in life. There are instances when we have attempted to cite examples of people who have excelled in life without sound academic background. A case in point is Bill Gates or even Sir Richard Branson, who did not have to attain degree certifications to achieve what they have today. Well, this may be true, but such a comparison may be misleading, especially if we have to consider the ratio of such successful cases against the unsuccessful ones. We should ask ourselves how many have made it in life like Bill Gates without higher education. Such an analogy only leads us to have a myopic scope of the tremendous gains of education. Better still, even Bill Gates and the like still require to hire experts and professionals to run their sprawling enterprises. They rely on the productivity of those with necessary academic qualifications, which make them to continue excelling in life. In summing up this argument, it is imperative to evaluate the rationale behind the origin of education. If academic qualifications do not increase our chances of success in life, then should we opt for illiteracy? Further, 1,000 miles journey begins with a single step, while at the same time it is upon us to choose which channels of success to follow, shortcut systems which will excuse us not to go through higher levels of education, or a comprehensive educational structure which prepares one for a competitive edge and success in life. StudyCorgi can help you make your studies smarter. Visit studycorgi.com for more samples like this, study tips, and writing tools.